So here we are on the not so glorious side of the tow truck, fixing it because I broke a few things over the weekend. So I broke a couple leaf springs in the front here, which once again everybody's got to tell me, oh, you should link it up, you should go coils, you should go coils. Yeah, but if a coilover breaks and you have an issue, you're kind of stuck. If a leaf spring breaks, you just keep driving, or you clamp it back together and move along. But 6 one half dozen the other. I like that it's simple. It rides okay, you know. I'm always making a joke about the triple bypasses I have on there that can actually smooth out a leaf spring and make it ride decent, which it does. It rides pretty well. But like I said, I think my biggest enjoyment out of this, out of the wrecker, is you know, everybody telling me that I'm doing it wrong, or how I should do it, or the way that I should do it. You know, you should go coilovers in the front. You should do this. You should do that. You know, you shouldn't run this. You shouldn't run that. Sweet. Well, it's working. So continue to tell me how I shouldn't do this or I shouldn't do that. Like, I don't know. I try not to take offense to all the crap of everybody having, you know, their own opinion. I get everybody's gonna have their own opinion, and I respect that. I just love how, you know, this day and age with the internet and the social media and everything, you know, there's nobody's allowed an opinion. It's this, they think this, so this is the only right way for it to be. And I just get such a chuckle out of that. Like, I know most of the shit I do with this isn't right or isn't the only way to do it, but it works for me. That's the most important thing, is it works for me, so I'll run it. I'd say on average, I break a leaf spring of some type, probably twice a year. Considering the forces that the truck sees and the places I go and stuff like that, I mean, I'm gonna take that. I mean, I broke a steering knuckle. I've known that these are factory steering knuckles and they have a weak spot for, well, since I built the truck. I've known that. So the failure wasn't anything I wasn't sure was going to happen someday. Nothing that caught me off guard. And then when you factor in, last weekend I was out at Area BFE recovering 4,400 cars off of buggy trails in this. So here we are pulling a race car up Rage Against the Machine, which is a rear steer trail at Area BFE, and we're in the tow truck.
Following a Red Dot car.
A dually tow truck on leaf spring. Pulling a race car. Following a Red Dot car. Then things break, things happen, whatever, you know. I went ahead and did some upgrades and stuff. I got parts coming. Had to overnight them from Japan. Bonus points if you can guess that movie. Anyway, actually I ordered Crane from Wide Open Designs. Super cool guys. I called them, told them what I needed. They knew me. They knew the truck. They knew the urgency. They overnighted them out of Tennessee. They should be here tomorrow. So I'm kind of doing a teardown tonight and leaf springs and stuff like that. Get everything prepped and ready for tomorrow to stab it back together. Super awesome of those guys. Thank you. It's to be honest, it's a super humbling experience. Like it's new to me. I have no idea. Like I call and they're like, "Is this Rory?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Oh, is this for the tow truck?" Yeah. We'll get you parts right away. Um, it was just super cool, super cool. Um, Once again, I don't ask for free because I can't stand that. Um, so I mean, I paid for the parts, but the fact that they were willing to get them out the door as quick as possible and work with me on shipping to get them here, that was super cool, super cool. And like I said, super humbling because I call people and talk to them, and I don't expect people. It catches me off guard. You know, oh, you're Rory. This is for the tow truck. Like it blows my mind. Blows my mind. So that's the positives. I don't even know if it's a positive side, but that's one side of social media. You know, just the impact that it has is really crazy and still blows my mind. Um, so, like I said, trying to get. I'm gonna build another bastard leaf spring. You know, out of spare parts laying around, and rock that for a little while. I am considering linking it up, just because of some clearance issues with the hydro, the full hydro I want to go with. The leaf springs are kind of in the way to keep it up where I want it. So I don't know. The whole truck is kind of up in the air. It's always up in the air. It goes back to that whole thing of um, so I'm thinking about linking it up, and I've been looking at off-road design stuff. And yes, I could build and fab my own stuff, but their stuff works. They've tested it. They've got it on so many rigs out there that you see with Cummins motors, with doing trails, with doing this, with doing that. To see that kind of product work that good, that makes me go, hey, I should look at that because it works. And I am not above running somebody else's product, especially somebody that's already done the research and worked out the bugs and where it's going to go right on a Chevy frame, and that's what they specialize in, that's what they know. Then why try to constantly reinvent the wheel? I mean, go with what works. So that's kind of where I'm at, what I'm looking at doing. Like I said, it's more of me rambling, sitting here. Jesus, man, the camera does add 10 pounds, huh? I think that's more like 30 or 40, but whatever. So, right now I am going back together the way I had it with a single pole ram. I'm probably gonna do dual tie rods again to spread the load, even though these are gonna be keyed with 6-bolt high steers and everything. It's just the redundancy of it helps out. I'm considering switching over to Heim joints and that kind of setup for the dual tie rods, because we'll see. Like I said, I never have anything set in stone with this truck. It's all just what works. So I'm gonna run it, and like I said, I should have it back up and running here pretty quick. I still got to work out why the alternator's not working. Get that dialed in and figured out. But little by little, like I said, here, what am I saying? One of the things I get a chuckle out of is so many people want to do this, or they sit there and they go, oh, I had that idea. I was going to build a tow truck, an off-road tow truck. All right, so then build one. I mean, I don't have a monopoly on this. I don't expect to. I don't nothing. But I seen an issue and I made something to work, and it does. And I have a whole lot of fun harassing everybody else that does it, because you've got a little bit of a long road ahead of you if you do it, because it's a pain in the ass. Like it's a nightmare, the places people get into, and I don't know if I don't know. I don't know if it's they know that somebody's out there that'll come get them, so now they're inventing new ways to get stuck. I don't know what it is, but it seems like it's getting crazier and crazier, and it's just it's a whole lot of fun. Like I said, I've always said this to people. It's really hard to call this a job because it's so much fun, and I get to meet people, and I get to help people, and that's so much fun to me. Anyway, so once again, ramblings by Rory. Copyrighted. Anyway, like I said, just spending my nights working on the truck because that's what I have to do. Got to keep it running, and it's constant maintenance. This thing gets such a beating, and I feel bad for it. Yet she constantly impresses me. This truck is just so much fun and so awesome. Super happy that I had the ability to the opportunity, I guess, to get this truck from my buddy Greg and then turn it into what it's become. It's been just a super fun experience the whole way. And thank you to everybody that helps me out, that watches my rambling videos, that just anything that you guys do, whether you come into the shop and spend money or have us work on stuff or anything, it's super awesome, and I really appreciate it, and you're helping me live the dream, and thank you for that. Thank you.